What is up, guys? My name is Tim Steele, and me and Brendan Swagger from PA, we are going to be starting one of the biggest platforms, probably the biggest platform in the call-in whole deal on YouTube or really anything. There's going to be a little over 90 videos of instructionals, and we are going to cover absolutely everything. Personally, I know Brendan Swagger is going to dive really deep into this. He's the duck caller. He's going to do all the duck calling videos. He's a very good duck caller. I'm sure he has a lot of tricks and tips of what's going on with duck calling, but for the goose calling part, I'm going to be just gutting absolutely everything. I'm going to be going over the difference in reeds, how important reeds are. I'm going to be going over every single note. I'm going to be going over competition calling. I'm going to go over difficulty, how to proceed when you plateau on a goose call, because I know a lot of people are plateaued. I'm going to go over basic fundamentals. And I want to say this, when you guys are going through these videos, I want you to try to watch them from start to back. So top to bottom as we post them, because we are going to try to organize them in that specific order. Now, I get it. A lot of you guys are different levels than, the next guy. But there are going to be some things that I'm going to point out in these basic fundamentals, like mouth position, even reeds. Reeds are critical. If you've been goose calling long enough, you know that reeds and guts make a goose call like its highest potential. So I'm going to be going over guts, different kinds of reeds. I'm going to go over bending reeds. I'm going to go over tuning broken guts, tuning shallow guts, everything that I physically and mentally know about goose calling, I'm going to teach you. And not only on my side, but Brendan, he said he's going to give it his all, and everything he knows, he's going to push it on you guys. So this is going to be the channel to be, because like I just said, everything both of us know about goose and duck calling, every secret that I know about contest calling, every low-key thing I know is going to be posted on here. There's going to be nothing held back. Everything's going to be very straightforward, very small, short videos, but very just straight information, no BS, just what you guys want. Because honestly, what I wanted when I was learning how to call was just very straightforward information videos, and more in-depth videos, honestly, because when I was learning how to call, I didn't have a lot of help. But honestly, I'm just going to say this now. Your progression, this is kind of obvious, but it needs to be said, your progression will determine how fast, how much you practice. So, for example, this is one of my greatest examples ever, is my buddy Chance Wadsworth. So, I met him about a year ago. He shot me a DM on Instagram, and he said, listen, I was wondering if you could help me out with some calling. I'm like, absolutely, dude. Where are you from? He's like, from Wisconsin. I'm like, okay, how far do you live from, here, whatever, in Minnesota? He's like, about an hour and a half. I was like, well, why don't you come over one night, and we'll get you dialed in. So he came over here, and he could barely cluck. I'll be honest with you. Chance, you're a beast now, but when you first came here, you could hardly cluck. And so ever since then, I taught him good fundamentals. I taught him how to do double clucks, triple clucks, pretty much everything. And basically, a year later, he did very well in contest. He won the Wisconsin State within a first year of him calling. And then he won a novice recently at Presley's, and he's just gotten so much better fast. But the moral behind the story is he practiced more than anybody I ever met in my life. So just to show you, if you guys really want to proceed with calling, please put the work in, because it will show. And the videos me and Brendan will be posting on here will be really full of information. They'll be top to bottom. They'll be like nothing you've ever seen. I guarantee it. Because I know what it's like to try to learn with very little help, and The issue was, like, my biggest concerns were, what do notes sound like unproduced, and how do you know that's the right track to go on? That is one of my main questions, and I'm going to cover that in every single note video. What a note sounds like unproduced at a slow speed. Even at that awkward point, like the double cluck or the quick spit, a lot of people struggle with that last little bit. I'm going to go over everything. So if you guys want to jump on the train, be sure to subscribe, and it's going to be awesome.